the universe. Hey everyone, we're playing some Steins today. Nice to see you, Mayhem. Alright. So last time, we played through Ferris's ending. And it was... I mean... I'd say it was a good ending. You know, all of our friends and family lost any recollection of us. Oh, okay, family aside. Mayuri, Daru, Kurisu, everyone except for Ferris was in our lives. And, you know, Mayuri didn't die. And Ferris's dad didn't die. So, and like, we didn't invent the time machine, so... Things went well. Hey, Trum. So now we have to make the decision to kill Ferris's dad. Perhaps when the world returns to normal, all of our memories of this world line will disappear. Perhaps another miracle will happen, and you'll regain your memories of this world line too. But I can't be sure. I have no idea what the chances are. There are no guarantees, and so, I will engrave these memories into my heart. The memory of Ferris, the Rhinet champion. The memory of her father, who gave thanks to a stranger like me for protecting his daughter.
それじゃあ Bye bye, Papa.
For Mayuri's sake, even Ferris's memories have to be sacrificed. We have now killed Ferris's dad. My head spins. I feel faint. Reading Steiner is telling me that the world line has changed. Additionally, the injuries the viral attackers inflicted on my body have vanished. So has the pain. I'm just gonna move my microphone a bit closer. But it's on camera if I do that. Nah, it's on camera anyway. Here. Come on. Man, I have like the jankiest setup. If I make it as an actor, one of the first things I'm going to do is make a better streaming setup. Honestly, if I could have an office where I do voice acting and stream from, that is the dream. Also, hi everyone. We had a bit of a wordy beginning there, but this is the first time I'm going to try to stream just before I go on stage. So we have to end on time, unfortunately, which means we've got like an hour and 40 minutes to hang out together. But it's going to be a good hour and 40 minutes. What else? I had a falafel disaster before the stream today. So, okay. I like falafel. They're like these fantastic pucks of chickpea and herbs. And, you deep fry them and they're top notch. My blender couldn't handle chickpeas. Hey, Bandicoot. Don't worry about being late. We just sent the D-mail that killed Ferris's dad. Well, re-killed him. Prevented his salvation. So now we're back in a previous world line. Break a leg on stage? Thank you. Life could be a dream. Yeah. Yeah, so if you remember last time we played Steins Gate a while ago, we went through Ferris's ending, where, you know, we didn't know. Sorry, no one knew us except for Ferris, and we were a couple, and we restarted our relationship because Okabe's memories of being with Ferris got overwritten with, yeah, the wrong decision time. Technically, we made the wrong decision last time that led to a good outcome. Mayuri didn't die. Mayuri didn't die. Ferris's dad didn't die. All of our friends forgot about us, including Mayuri, but Mayuri is alive, so... And we also didn't make the time machine. Kurisu didn't know us. It was bittersweet. But the right decision was to send the D-mail that kills Ferris's dad. So, sad, but that's the correct choice. But yeah, before the stream, I had a falafel disaster. So, as I was saying, like, I love falafel. They are high protein, super easy to just fry up and then take on the go. And they're full of energy, and they're really healthy, because it's just chickpeas and herbs and onions. And I... Oh, thanks for the drink. And my blender couldn't handle that. My grandparents gave me a blender from, like, the 1960s, so I thought it would be tough enough to handle chickpeas and parsley and coriander. And, it wasn't. So I looked around my place, and I found, like, a tiny food processor that would process about the size of my fist. So I had to take the mixture, throw it into the tiny food processor, blend it up, put it into a bowl, take some more of the mixture, put it in the tiny food processor, and made a very loose dough. I think that I should probably process it a bit more, but my god, did it make a mess. But I made the falafel, and it held up in the pan. So I think what I'll do is I'll let it hang out in the fridge for a while, and then maybe that'll make it stick together a bit better. But yeah, that's why I was a bit late to the stream. I posted a picture in Just Chatting of the single falafel that I fried up before the stream. I also coated them with sesame seeds, because I didn't have any tahini. Kind of want to try one? Do it! Like, you probably have a place where you live that'll sell you falafel. Like, a lot of food courts have it. Most Greek places do. It's fantastic. The first time I tried falafel, I went to this Jewish bakery, and they're famous for donuts. The guy who owns it was actually on a Food Network show called Donut Boss. But I wanted lunch, and they had falafel, so I'm like, oh, you know, I've never tried falafel. And the lady who was there, I think it was his wife, was like, you've never tried falafel? Oh, man. And then she just, like, she takes, like, the salad and the falafel and, like, a bunch of different stuff and puts it into a container for me. She's like, oh, you're a growing boy. I'll give you a few more. And, oh, man. It was so good. She's like, what do you like? Do you like hot sauce? And I'm like, I love hot sauce. And she's like, oh, we make our own. I'm going to give you a ton. And then she just slathers it with hot sauce and then gives me a little extra because I was a growing boy. And oh, man, it was really, really good. I loved it. Romy, thank you so much for hanging out and for subscribing. Happy anniversary, movie star. Yeah! Oh, man, I'm a theater star tonight. I got to be on stage in, like, 3 hours. We were just talking about my falafel disaster. I basically had to, clean up super quick before the stream, because I had tiny food processor and a bunch of chickpeas. But yeah, you get a piano dude. So let's go with... Whoops. No, it's... No, I think it's this one. the angle that I'm playing at. Ah, jeez. I'm gonna restart for you, Romy. You deserve it. Nope. There we go. That was, with my drill, ... from Gurren Lagann. 11 months, dang! You are 1 month away from the beautiful, pink and blue badge. So excited! Hey, it's been a while. I've been so busy. Hey, Phoenix! Yeah, geez. Me too. I actually... Oh. You want... Okay, y'all want to see something cool? Give me 1 sec. So I filmed demo reels a while ago, right? And because of that, I have scenes that I've done that have been filmed that we can watch. Here. I don't know the quality of these, unfortunately. But these are what I've been sent so far. Oops, I think it's... Okay, yeah, it's this. Here. Let's watch! Exactly. You thought you would watch Steins Gate, but you're gonna watch Carson. You don't recognize that name? Pink and blue / purple? Yeah. Oh, scenes from my demo reel. So basically, this is what I'm going to be using to advertise myself as an actor. Is tomorrow Ramen Coder or Friday? Because schedule says Thursday, but type says... Oh, that's my bad. It's going to be Friday. Where are you? There you are. Alright. Time to watch Carson be an actor. Can't vouch for how good I'm going to be, but here I am. Of whose line is it anyway? Oh, my bad. Scenes from a hat? Yeah. I thought that was just mistyped what. Okay, so here's one.
Jesse, don't call Stern. Billy, leave the catalyzer.
Do as he says.
Take your people and go.
You'd have done the same.
Oh, we can already see that I haven't. Now get the fuck off my ship, dickwads.
So that was a scene from Firefly.
Madam Governor. Diane?
Do not Clooney me, Wolf.
No. I know what's going on. You still think I'm a bad guy trying to bamboozle my way to freedom. Well, we've changed. That flower of goodness is blossoming all over the
Don't
place.
you ever get tired of lying?
No. Fuck, that was a trick question, right?
I gave you an opportunity. A chance to show the world that you're more than just a scary stereotype. But you're too proud or too gutless to take advantage of it.
Gutless? I'm gutless. Oh, I'm sorry, have we met? I'm the villain in every story, guilty until proven innocent. Even if by some miracle we did change, who's gonna believe us? Huh? I'm sure you wouldn't know anything about that with your little Miss Perfect power suits.
Is that so?
Wait a second. What did...
A wolf and a fox are not so different. Maybe they will believe you, maybe they won't. But it doesn't matter. Don't do it for them, do it for you. This is a chance to write your own story, to find a better life for you and your friends. Come on, what have you got to lose?
I don't know, my dignity?
Yeah, well, that ship has already sailed. Believe it or not, I'm rooting for you, Wolf.
Alright. There's this one.
Listen, I didn't get the chance to talk to you earlier. Do you have a few minutes?
Sure, honey. You're the most important thing in my life. Once this game is over.
What's the point? What good is it talking to her if it's my own dream?
And that's it. Wisconsin has defeated Stanford 17-9 in the 2000 Rose Bowl. What an occasionally exciting way to start the new millennium.
Whoa. Wait a minute. I don't remember that game. It happened after I got frozen. How can I be dreaming it in such detail?
Because this isn't your dream. It's your mother's dream.
What?
I told you we would reward you. Make it count, my friend.
Mom? I have so much to tell you. Is that really you?
Yes. I've dreamed about you a lot since you disappeared. What did you want to tell me?
So that was my Futurama scene. This one's weird. This one's my Deadpool scene. He
I'm gonna
asked
work
me...
my way through his crew, crushing bad guys' skulls till one of them leads me to Francis. Then I'll force him to cure this face, stomp his bloody guts into a fine vintage, and win Vanessa back.
Okay, God, not exactly the plot of Beauty and the Beast, but cool. Good news, that douche canoe thinks you're dead. Advantage you. Bad news, with a puss like that, your guts spotted quick.
So what do you suggest? A mask?
Yes, that's not a bad idea. You are haunting. Your face is the stuff of nightmares.
Like a testicle with teeth.
How about a super suit? And a nickname, something like Stabarella or Crater Face. Captain Never Die. Fuck.
What?
It's nothing, you know, it's just... I'm just realized I'm never gonna win the...
Deadpool?
Deadpool. Ha. Here's to you, Mr. Poole.
So yeah, those are the scenes that I did for my demo reel. That's what I'm going to be using to advertise myself. There we go. Captain Deadpool. No? No, just Deadpool? Okay, yeah. That was really... Yeah, God, my scene from The Bad Guys. The one where I was wearing the white jacket. That was the one that I worked the hardest on, and I'm glad that it landed. Fuck. That was an experience. And, like, you know, to me, I think that they're not great. But I can't trust my opinion. You got 3 parts? Exactly. Oh, thanks, Romy. Thanks, Kolnick. Thanks, everyone. You know, it's a new career I'm starting. And I'm glad that I'm starting on a good foot. We are our greatest critics? Exactly. That's why I don't listen to me. That's why I'm glad to share the stuff that I'm doing with everyone, because, you know, I'm not a good gauge of what people want to watch. It's sort of like, you know, romantic and like attraction, where, you know, just because I might not like the way I look doesn't mean someone else won't. You know, everyone has their preferences, right? So, you know, if you keep that in mind, your self-confidence goes up, because it's like, if you say something bad about yourself, that's just your opinion, you know? Someone else might think differently. Just a moment ago, Ferris was fighting to hold back her tears. But that Ferris is no more. In her place is the usual cute, cheerful Ferris, with an impish smile on her face. I look at the phone in my hand.
携帯ならここに。
I hope you're the best. Oh, thank you, Mayhem. She doesn't have reading Steiner now? She might. It might take a while. Because remember, hers was only unlocked when we were at the maid cafe.
今日まあこの中のあれを見たのかにゃ。
Oh, also, Intrusive Thoughts 1 today. I was making my falafel and I was frying it in the oil, and I flipped it with a spoon. And, you know, I thought that I'd mix the spoon with the sauce I was going to put on it. So I went to go take a lick off the spoon, and I burned my tongue.
もしも見たのなら忘れてほしいにゃ。あれはこの中に封じ込めておかないとダメなのにゃ。でないと奴らが目覚めてしまうのにゃ。
She's gonna have such a large stimulus now, seeing that she's always been her maid cafe self. Yep. You would have just drank it? Mm-hmm. That fact then.
で今日まあ今のはツッコミどころ
Also,
だ
for
にゃ。
everyone watching,
あれってなんだよって。
so I'm in a
いつもの
play.
今日まで顔真っ赤に
The
して
story
反応して
behind
くるは
that
ずにゃ。
is someone dropped out the day before, like, opening night. So I got a call at 8 a.m. saying, like, hey, Carson, I got an acting opportunity for you. I answered. Was told about that. Was driven to the theater to go through blocking, like where I'm supposed to be on the stage. And then given the script a couple hours before I was supposed to be on stage. Got to the theater, met the cast that I would be working with in the green room an hour before we go on. And I got through my first night and was given the rest of the run. So I'm in shows for the rest of the week now. I am just off script. There are a couple of problem lines at the beginning, but it's a scene where I use my phone a lot, so I have the script on my phone. But because I came in so clutch, I'm being gifted a recording of the play. So we're gonna do a watch party for the play that I'm in, once I get the recording. So you all get to see me act. I'm a professional. It's still so weird to hear that. It's overwhelming. And I got an email with an offer to be in another thing because of how clutch I came in. So it's a wild thing for me. I am getting a lot of stuff going on right now in terms of acting. This, for reference, when I did animation, I didn't get my first actual animation job until a year after I got out of school. Like, and now to get like roles after a weekend of graduating. You and your friend have been learning Japanese, and you were arguing while speaking Japanese, and your parents thought you were crazy and keep coming. That's wild. It's always great to have somebody to speak Japanese to. My biggest tip is use Japanese in your day-to-day life. Like, try buying a Japanese game and going through the menus in Japanese. It'll keep your skill up. Another play part and then other opportunities, or is this even more than the other day? Another play, and I've been told that there are more opportunities coming. I just auditioned for 2 roles, and then I have the script for another set of auditions, which I don't believe I'm allowed to talk about what's in the script. I can just say that I'm auditioning. So, can't learn a language if you don't speak it. Exactly.
すまない。
Before we sent the D-mail, Ferris said she didn't want to forget. And I lied that she would surely remember.
今日の京馬はやっぱり変や。いつもなら遠慮なんかせずに偉そう。
すまない。
What's the play I'm currently doing? It's a play called Fire Hoses and Family. It's a new play. This is the first time it's being performed on a stage in how it's supposed to be performed. It was written by somebody local. I'm playing the role of Michael, and it's a fun role because essentially the plot is the older brother in a family proposed, he's getting married, and it's like a crazy wedding day. But the youngest son is driving in from the US with my character, Michael. And I am the secret boyfriend of the youngest son that hasn't come out to the parents yet, and is planning to do so at the wedding. And he didn't tell me that he was planning on coming out. So now I'm in this car with my boyfriend, whose parents don't know I'm the boyfriend or even coming with him. And I get a beautiful monologue at the end where it's like, let's see if I can do it right now for you. I was really rather reluctant to come here today. And when I found out that Luke was planning to come out to you, well, to be honest, I was furious, and my first instinct was to run away as quickly as I could. You see, my own parents' reaction was... well, let's just say it was quite different. However, while I've only known you all for less than an afternoon, in that short amount of time I have seen chaos, yelling, implied violence, and an astonishingly pornographic cake. And yet, somehow, quite beyond my understanding, it all seems to work. It doesn't make any sense, but this uncontrolled fire hose of relationships and friendships, it all works. My family was far more mannered and proper and correct and all that, but not nearly as close as you all obviously are. And not nearly as fun to watch. And I envy you, Luke. Sorry, give me one sec. There we go. Sorry, I just got a message from my director, so I just had to confirm. Nicely done. Thank you. I get the last monologue before the play closes. So, Michael Kovac. That plot's... It's a fun plot. I'm excited to share it with everyone. Ferris remembers nothing. Nothing about our escape from the viral attackers. Nothing about her father riding up in his limousine to save her. It's a big honor to close out, yeah. And I just joined, like, last minute. I didn't even go to any of the rehearsals. I was just the first call. Nothing about how we talked alone in her bedroom. Everything that happened on that world line was undone. But one thing is clear. I can never return to that world line again. He sounds like a tycoon villain, the voice. Yeah, I only had 1 day of training and I received pronunciation British. So this is sort of like forcing me to get practice in. Ferris can never see her father again. That's why.
今日が大胆なのにゃ。にゃ。
すまない。
All I could do was embrace her. On this world line, Mayuri invited Ferris to come hang out at the lab. Apparently, she came to see a costume Mayuri had made. Ferris has work after this, so she soon leaves the lab. After seeing Ferris off, I head towards Yanabayashi Shrine. New message. They had a fight. Kaede-chan had a fight with her boyfriend. How do I get them to make up? Mayushi's never had a fight with anyone, so I think it's mysterious. I couldn't fight with the person I like. Let's drop a save. How do we respond? Fight. That's because you're a gentle girl, Mayuri. Mysterious. Yes, it's mysterious. Why are people so cruel to each other? Since when do you have someone you like? I figured you put food before romance, lol. What are we choosing? I should probably boot up the poll. What do we do? What are the options? Fight mysterious person I like. There we go. Type the number you want to vote for in chat. 1 is fight, 2 is mysterious, 3 is person I like, 4 is hang up. God, I feel bad about my burnt tongue. I made falafel before the stream and I went to go fry them and I accidentally put my tongue on the thing I was using to flip them. Oh man. Oh, also, I got some news from a video game developer. And so June 12th is going to be a day to mark down. Because I'm going to have an opportunity to play something on the stream that day. Rainstorm, no. Let's go. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, for this particular thing, I'm going to try making a not live video. So I don't know if I should make a new YouTube channel or not. I think what I'm going to do is take the current archive channel and keep that as an archive and then make a new one for just regular YouTube videos. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, it looks like Mysterious is the winner. Go kart. Yeah, no. I appreciate it, everyone. Things are kind of exploding for Carson right now. It's scary. I kinda understand what Dingo's success video is like, except on a smaller extent. I am also writing Stream Sakai Season 2. Slowly. There's a lot... It's a really ambitious season. Have I told Dag? No, actually, I should probably tell Dag. I should probably let him know. For now. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm currently in the middle of writing Stream Sakai Season 2. It's gonna be a lot. I'm going really ambitious with this one. Fingers crossed, it'll be ready before the Fool's Gold book comes out at the end of June. So what we might do, depending on how I make it work, we might have a Stream Sakai one-off in Fool's Gold. On the way, I surveyed the area around the station. All the maid cafes are back. It's good to hear so many good things are happening at once. Aw, thanks, Kolnick. The Moe stores exist again. The return of this familiar scenery brings no relief to my heart. There is only pain, for everything I see confirms that Ferris has lost her father. But I can't stop here. I pass beneath the archway and enter the silent courtyard. I walk up to the main building and jab the intercom. The cat girls are coming back to Akiba. Nature is healing. Exactly. Why is there maid cafes in the first place? It's the culture. Is this a game? Yes. Sorry, Phoenix, I guess, you might not have been here for what this game is. So, this is Steins' game. It's a visual novel. The idea behind it is that it's sort of like we're playing an anime, right? Where the story progresses, and at certain points, you have to make decisions. And those decisions will impact how the game plays out. Kind of like one of those choose-your-own-adventure books. Yeah, so first it was this visual novel, but it was just sort of like PNGs. Then they made an anime out of it, and then they were like, what if we took the game and then put the anime cutscenes into the game? And then that's how we have this. And it's like playing an anime. And there are like good endings and bad endings depending on what choices you make. The recap, I guess, for Steins Gate is we're a guy who thinks that we're a mad scientist, right? We're 18 years old, just entering college. We're delusional. But we're smart enough where we accidentally invented time travel, where you can send a text message to a microwave, and instead of turning on the microwave, it sends the text message to the past. And we've been fucking with time travel, but then it catches up with us. And this evil organization is also trying to make a time machine, but they haven't made the kind of progress that we've made. So they send people to kidnap us, and they shoot our best friend Mayuri. So we go into the past with the time machine, because one of our friends has upgraded it to send your memories to the past. And we try and prevent our friend from getting killed, but it doesn't work. Until we find out that the way that time works in this universe is there are certain big events that all the timelines will all go towards. And one of those events is our friend dying. But if we change the timeline and escape the convergence that we're on to another one, we can avoid our best friend dying. So in order to do that, we have to undo all the text messages that we sent in order to get back to a point where we can fix the timeline. Crazy mad scientist like Frankenstein, yeah. But what's really cool about this game is that it explains the science. And it actually, we have this huge tip list where it's sort of like, you know, it explains John Titor, who was a time traveler. Janet's Law, perspective on the passage of time proposed by psychologist Janet. And nerd shit like Wizard, an insanely skilled hacker. What a magnetron is. What MI6 is. So, it's all a big, uh-oh, made a fucky wacky, exactly. Nerd shit, yep. But yes. So right now, we have undone the text message that saved our friend's dad from dying 10 years ago. It was very sad, but it had to happen. So now we're at this shrine to see if the computer that dad donated before he died is at the shrine. Girly as always, even though he's a guy. No, wait. This Lukako is a genuine girl. Right. So one of the text messages that we sent was actually to a pager in the 90s. And essentially, our friend Lukako was a boy, but they wanted to be a girl. So we sent their mom a message saying, you should eat more vegetables for a healthy kid. Eating more vegetables apparently makes you have a daughter. Eating more meat has you have a son. So by changing that, we basically made our friend Lukako a girl, like they wanted. And there was definitely no weird scene afterwards that was incredibly uncomfortable and no one liked.
ここに奉納されているはずなんだ。
え、あ、古いパソコン？お父さん呼んできます。
Yep, definitely not the worst situation afterward. Definitely our main character, Okabe Rintaro, was a gentleman and a scholar and didn't do anything sus. Not at all. It looks like she knows something.
これは法王院君。いつも娘がお世話になっております。
Time travel is crazy. It's extra cool because until recently we couldn't actually go back in time. We had to change events that happened before and then live with the results. So one of them was like texting winning lottery numbers. But when we received the text, we didn't believe it. So we didn't win the lottery, but the text message was sent.
この神社に10年ほど前に古いパソコンが奉納されたはずなんですが、ご存知ですか？
古いパソコン？確かにそんな記憶がありますね。
本当ですか？
Yes, finally, I've returned to the world line with the IBN Gosenhyaku.
ぜひ見せて
Been
もらいたい
watching
の
The
です。
Flash and time travel and I believe it. That's right, because Flashpoint was a thing. The Flashpoint paradox was a wild event.
いいですよ。ちょっと待っていてください。
俺が怖いか、ルカ子。
え？
気持ちはわかる。何しろ俺は。
Oh yeah, that thing that definitely didn't happen.
お前の
You don't, Okabe, you don't bring that up.
大事なところを触ってしまったというか、なんというか。
Definitely never happened. Crap, I just made things more awkward. I didn't have to say it like that.
岡部さんが怖いだなんてそんなことないです。あのことはすごく恥ずかしかったですけど。
Another job well done.
悪かった。
はい。
ところで、お前も IBN 5100
Okay, no, they just had to say it offhandedly. No big deal. Definitely contributes to the story that you referred to that event. Oh, she's crying.
知らないです。
だが、以前電話した時、知っているような素振りを見せなかったか？
そんなことは。
Maybe I'm pushing her too hard. I should back off. I did a terrible thing to this girl. So it might be best if I stop treating her as my disciple. Good! You understand that the power dynamic is fucked between you two. I need to treat her like a lady from now on.
マユリの作ったコスは結局着ないのか？
No!
はい。
The Flash time traveled, and when he got back, he changed 3.725 trillion things. Yep, absolutely. It's wild. Like, in the Flashpoint paradox, one of the things that he changes by time traveling is, instead of his parents dying, Bruce Wayne dies. So because of that, his dad, Thomas, becomes a really violent Batman. And his mom breaks mentally and becomes the Joker. Commentary is so funny from— oh, thanks, Romy. It's a— fuck. It's a lot.
Hi.
Why is this girl so lacking in confidence? I don't know, Okabe. I wonder why. I guess she can't help it if it's in her nature. Actually, to be fair, Rukiko lacked in confidence before the change, too. Honestly, like, Rukiko is my favorite. Because I want them to be confident in themselves. Yeah, that one was a wild timeline. Mm-hmm.
おかしいな。
見つかりましたか？
それが見つからないんですよ。
The fuck?
見つからないとは？
Carson full on took our choices of messaging her after we left her. Yeah, chat left her on red, and I'm like, okay, if you're gonna bully my friend, I'm going to take control over texting Lukiko.
確かに古いパソコンを受け取った記憶はあるんですが。
That is, you now understand why that is the one character you don't be mean to. The IBN Gosenhyaku isn't here. The world line is still twisted.
確認させてください。ここへ PC を奉納していったのは秋葉ルミホさんで間違いありませんか？
We didn't know her yet. It was an instant mistake. Absolutely. No, I understand. But now you know.
おや、なぜそれを？もしかして知り合いですか？
ええ、友達です。
ルミホちゃんはとても立派な女性になられましたな。彼女がまだ小学生の時でしたよ。執事の黒木さんと一緒にこの神社を訪ねてきてくれましてね。
The more you know. Da-na-na-na.
しかしパソコンはなぜ消えたのでしょう。 誰かに盗まれたか
The
と思
only
い
game
ま
that
し
I've
たが
played that's a little
他の
similar
もの
to
は
this
手
is
つかず
Ace
でしたし
Attorney. We just actually finished up the first Ace Attorney game on the stream a while ago, and we moved on to Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. We're watching that on sorry, we're playing that on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Pacific time. The froggies turned out so cute. Ooh, I want to see. Let's check stream context. By the way, if anyone wants to see what's in stream context, that's in our Discord. So if you go here, just make sure to put a link to a social page in server access. That way we know that you're not a bot. I have one person who I know has not done that yet, so I need to bother them about it, but yeah, let's take a look at the froggy dice. Oh, I love them. The froggies are so cute. Oh, and you have them for, like, a bunch of different stuff. Like, what flags do I see? I definitely see the bi, ace, lesbian. I think one of those is bi-gender? Trans. God, I'm not up to date on my flags. This contradicts Lukiko's statement. Lukiko said she didn't know anything about an old PC called the IBN Go Senhyaku.
ルカは何か知らないかな。確かここ最近は毎年年末の大掃除の日に宝物殿の掃除をしているだろう。
ルカ子、どうなんだ？
何も知りません。
Uh-oh. So she knows something. Lukiko is lying. Remember, she shouldn't even know about the IBN Go Senhyaku. Why does she know? Because the world line changed, there's no other answer. Her D-mail must be the cause. The D-mail must have the D-mail must have had influence beyond Lukiko's sex, the butterfly effect. It somehow changed the location of the IBN Go Senhyaku. It was like that with Suzuha, and with Ferris. I can't help but think that the universe itself is keeping the IBN Go Senhyaku away from me. Ace, arrow, agender, demigendered, androgynous, intersex, genderqueer, genderfluid, demisexual, polyamory, etc. Yeah! Oh, that's right. I have to throw some NSYNC on Twitter once it turns to June. At any rate, when Lukiko sent her D-mail, reading Steiner activated, meaning the D-mail changed the world line. It's gonna be May. No, bye. Thanks for the drink, Mayhem. There's a drown. There's a big sippy. If the IBN Go Senhyaku won't return to me on this world line, then the next step is to cancel Lukiko's D-mail. In other words, I need to turn Lukiko back into a guy. I suddenly feel dizzy. It's not heat stroke and it's not reading Steiner. How am I going to explain this to Lukiko herself? Oh no? So technically Demis can celebrate Pride too, not just by being allies? I assume so. Cause, don't get me wrong, I just haven't done my research, but I always thought that Pride was an event for anyone who wasn't of, like, the heterosexual and sexual variety. Yeah, heterosexual and cis. You know, anything that is like... Because I assume that demis are marginalized too, right? Because they're part of the Aro Ace spectrum, right? Oh no. I'm kind of new to this whole LGBTQ thing. I literally came out as bi, like, on stream in 2021 while playing Monster Hunter. Can I get Lukiko to go back to being a guy without stirring up trouble? This is going to be tough. Maybe I should consult someone about this. At first, I considered consulting Kurisu, but I don't think I should talk to a girl this time. That's one way to do. Honestly, it was on a whim, because I had this feeling for a while, but I didn't know if it was valid, because, like, I always thought that, like, guys could be kind of hot, but I wasn't, like, romantically attracted to guys. And then I found out that you can experience romantic and sexual attraction differently, and I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense then. Sure. Do people remember their past lives before the time travel changed it? So, as far as we knew, until recently, only our main character, Okabe, could do that. He had this power called Reading Steiner, where whenever he changed the timeline, only he would remember everything that was in the previous timelines that he went to. But in the last timeline we went to, our friend Ferris remembered the previous timeline. So it could be something that certain people are able to do, but not everyone. Or it could just be that everyone has that ability, but it needs to be unlocked somehow. Gonna be back in a little, need to eat. Fair enough, Kolnick. We'll be streaming for another, what, like 45 minutes? I still need to have a shower before I go on stage, so. Demis are absolutely marginalized, especially AFAB persons feel like their feelings of needing romance to connect with someone has been thrown away as being made up for years. Fair. Yeah. Let's think a little. I visit Tenoji's house. The divergence meter is here. I need to know what it reads. Canceling Ferris's D-mail appears to have raised the value by about 0.05%. Little by little, I'm approaching the goal of 1% divergence. Thinking is hard, it is. Afterwards, Tenoji recounts his memories of Hashida Suzu, just as he did on a previous world line. I stay until he's finished. I have a feeling that Pride Back Home is going to be, like, extra angry this year. For reference, I moved to where I am from a province called Alberta that is incredibly conservative. And we just had an election, which could have kicked out the conservative government, but it didn't. And one of the people who was running as a conservative made a remark that trans kids are, like, finding feces in the stuff that you make, in the food that you mixed. And they got elected. So, what's kind of horrible about this is they were elected despite making that kind of remark. I'm not gonna name names. I feel like using my platform to sick people on other people is not right. That being said, with the information that I gave you, you can easily find out who they are if you wish to pursue that. But yeah, what's heartening is that the city that I used to live in, Edmonton, 1000% evicted the Conservatives. It is, while the Alberta New Democratic Party isn't completely left-leaning, they're sort of like a more centrist conservative. They are running with the spirit of like socially progressive, financially conservative. So it's a lot better than the alternative. I have a feeling that there's going to be a very angry Pride back home. I am very happy I left that province, and with the state that it's in, I'm not going back. I escaped at a good time, because there are plans to decimate the healthcare system and privatize it. And also, take pensions away from the federal government and invest them in the provincial government, which, unfortunately, they have not been wise in their investments, and it's basically gambling people's pensions. So, but meanwhile, all those missing persons cases, yeah. Hope they don't fully privatize nor pensions. Well, luckily, I believe we have a strong opposition. So, if they try to take that route, it might take too long for them. But I'm sorry, Fluff. Thanks, Romy. It's just heartening that people will vote for people like that, because even if you are the type of person who are like, I voted conservative all my life, and my parents did, and that's what I'm gonna be voting for. It's a special kind of frustration that I get when remarks about calling children feces, and you still vote for them just because they're on your team, is a special kind of, I would call it hatred. I have hatred for that kind of person. It's yeah. God, it breaks me. I am so lucky to have been able to move when I did. And, you know, I really hope that my parents are able to move away from there too. And my brother. And everyone that I care about. I fully expect in the future to say that I come from that smoking crater between British Columbia and the rest of Canada. Thanks, everyone. Your current government caused the power crisis that is currently happening, and then taxes and cost of electricity go up without any improvement whatsoever. Still have blackouts for almost 12 hours a day. Fuck, Romy. That's... Man. That's why I'm glad that I'm waiting to have kids. I want to live in a world that they deserve. And we gotta wait a bit longer for that to happen. Hey, Peps. You just missed, like, a really heavy conversation about horrible governments. But, we played through Ferris's ending on the last stream, and now we're going through, the Fallout. We met Lukiko. Lukiko lied about not knowing about the IBN Go Senkyaku, so now we're talking about Tennoji. Got doggos, best kids for me? Exactly. I have friends and a sister who have kids, so... Thanks for the drink, Fenix. I'd like to have a kid at some point. I love the idea of, like,
おかえり
raising a child and watching them, like, become their own person, you know? Trying to push them in the right direction, but, you know, sometimes they go in a different direction. Just, you know, having that kind of, like, mentorship over someone, I think is really cool. And seeing what they do with that, too, you know?
最後の「ん」は何の真似だ？
おかえりとおかりんって似てるでしょ。だからくっつけたら一粒で二度おいしいんだよ。
Always go the 70s show route? Oh? Here, give me 1 sec. So I'm going to pull one of these. Oh, we got rid of Joke Explainer? That sucks. Okay. So the joke that's being made here is that Mayuri calls us Okarin because our name is Okabe Rintaro. In Japanese, welcome back is Okairi. So Okairi sounds like Okarin. So Okairin is what she said, which is welcome back, Karin. So that gets a... Whoops. That gets one of these bad boys. Shoving feet up asses. There we go. Is a lovely. Gotta watch your nephew grow up and work with kiddos. They have enlightened them as... Exactly. Yeah, Mayuri is sweet. Also, you get your parents' strength. That's right, you get your strength from your parents, and you get your charisma from your uncles and aunts. You get your wisdom from your grandparents. You have to work on your con yourself, and your int. I think dexterity too. This is the girl that we're trying to prevent the timeline from killing. We need to save this precious bean. Children are teachers, teach them well and let them lead the way. Ah. Did I see the last night's Critical Role Zelda one-shot? No, I suck at watching D&D content, because every time I watch, I'm like, I could be playing D&D right now. So, but I hear that it was fantastic. Protect the little one, exactly.
Daru.
And Mayuri's got like big caterpillar eyebrows. Like look at how chonky they are.
May Queen.
You can watch role-playing, but you find watching other people do D&D combat pretty boring? Fair. Like, you'd think that with the roster, I would love to watch Critical Role, but I don't know. I just can't get into it. Like, even with the Adventure Zone, there was a point where I couldn't listen to it anymore. Because I was always like, I just want to play now. I want to have my own adventures. Playing D&D is much more preferred, just being part of the building of a fun world. Exactly, which is why I'm excited to get back to Stream Sakai. I have my folder of Stream Sakai writing, and I need to go to the coffee shop this week and work on it. Because, I guess I can drop a little nugget for you all. So the idea is I am now building a multiverse, because that is where we have landed. Here, Where did I put the Stream Sakai stuff? Stream Sakai, Season 2, on the road. I've decided that there are a variety of parallel worlds that are in dire need of heroes reincarnated from our world. And each world is watched over by someone. So, essentially, I have to write a variety of different worlds that you all can play in. That's where writers work. Coffee shops, exactly. Stream Sky Hype? Yeah! Arena shall move on to another universe and solve that world's problems. It'll be another job well done. But yeah, so I have big plans. Is Stream Nerd activated? Oh, you'll be... Because essentially, what I'm doing is I'm breaking away from Konosuba with Stream Sakai now.
フェイリスの言っていたバイトってメイクインのことか。
I'm writing my own shit. And it'll still connect to Konosuba, but we are going to be Konosuba in mechanics only for a while. You have your first in-person D&D game in June? Yeah, I'm so excited, Bandicoot! I hope you enjoy it. In-person is a wild, amazing experience.
マユリは？マユリもそこでバイトしているよな。
OG writing? Well, so a lot of Stream Sakai was OG writing. It was just the world that we were playing in was Konosuba. Have I watched Record of Ragnarok by any chance? No, but I hear good things. I haven't really watched anything since I graduated because I've been caught in a whirlwind. No, actually, that's a lie. I've been watching Hell of a Boss. Hell of a Boss is really good. I just finished the first season, so now I have to watch the episodes of Season 2 that are out. Oh, hell yeah? Literally hell yeah. The timeline has been corrected, it seems. At least in part. Hell of a Boss is so... It is! I can... As soon as I watched the pilot episode, I'm like... Yeah, no, I can see why people like this. I understand. I haven't watched Has-Been Hotel yet, but Hell of a Boss is a good time. I should stop by May Queen when I have time. Kurisu is reading a Western book. I don't think I can, I was gonna say, I don't think I can enhance, but, like, I'm just leaning into the screen. Sometimes it can just feel like they're taking forever, but not the level of Dragon Ball Z. Fair. Watching Has-Been Hotel just makes you sad now? Oh? Is there a thing that happened with Has-Been? It's the same book as always. It's pretty hefty, so it must take a long time to read. I walk past her and enter the development room. Sorry, I lost my voice there. I walk past her and enter the development room. There sits the time leap machine. Today is Saturday, the 14th of August. The first time Mayuri died, it happened on Friday the 13th. After Suzuha's sacrifice changed the world line, Mayuri died on the 14th instead. Her death was delayed by 24 hours exactly. A lot of the voice actors that were in the pilot aren't reprising, like Angel SVA is getting changed. Oh no, that sucks. I hope it's not, like, malicious. I hope it's just scheduling conflicts. If that pattern continues, her death on this world line should occur tomorrow, the 15th. Like, I know, what was it? Sean Chiplock, voice actor for Rivali in Zelda, and a bunch of other things, like Kai from Guilty Gear. He started out in an indie series called Bedfellows, where he voiced the first two, like the two protagonists. who I forget their name. I know one of them's Fatigue, and the other one started with Sheen, I think. But for a while, they were unvoiced, and I wonder if those were scheduling conflicts, because I think Sean has come back to it for newer episodes that are out now. The rumor mills are always churning something? Yeah. You have to go. Hopefully you can make it to the next stream. Absolutely. Thank you so much for popping in, Phoenix. Our next stream is going to be on Friday on the Discord. We're going to be doing a watch party. If you can't make it for that one, we are going to be streaming on Sunday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to be doing Ace Attorney versus Professor Layton. So, yeah, hopefully you can join. Just to be safe, I should buy a few days with the Time Leap machine. I'll need more time to solve the Lukako problem. I should Time Leap right away. Still, will Mayuri really die on the 15th? What's a watch party? So, what we're going to do is, on the Discord, we're going to go into a voice channel. I'm going to stream a show. We're going to be watching Kamen Rider. It's like, what if Power Rangers was just, like, one guy, and it was targeted towards mature audiences? Well, more mature audiences. Like, people actually die in Kamen Rider. It's a goofy, fun show. Can you spoil some of the heroes from for Stream Sakai? Well, I mean, you've got Korin Kadoya, the player character, Dojan, the Crimson Demon Clan's head researcher into the multiverse, and Genuine and Bebop. Mura's dead, so, you know, as players, you can try and deal with that. You can try and get Mura back. I have to talk with Dreaded GM, because I had plans to have Dread do an episode of Stream Sakai in his universe, so that could be fun. I'll give you one. I'll give you one new character that you may encounter in Stream Sakai Season 2. Let's see. Let me open my files and see what a good one will be. All right. Their name is Luna LeBlanc. They started out as a phantom thief while going to college, and stole artifacts that could be dangerous to the world. One that he stole, the Twilight Bracer, sent a signal for the Shade organization to invade when he put it on. It gives him the ability to transform into the hero, Masquerader. Ayo Luna. Yeah, so we're gonna be using my Kitsune Phantom Thief, Luna. Don't have to rub her in. No, but I rubbed her out. You might be able to make that? Oh, absolutely, Phoenix. Not sure if you saw, but Doug did something like Stream Sky recently. Haven't seen it, but he's always good at making stuff interesting. Exciting! Seen that, Pepper? It was great. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be bringing back my Phantom Thief Luna. If you don't know who Luna is, he was my player character in the campaign after Fool's Gold. I don't believe Dingo's gonna be doing anything with that, so I'm allowed to use Luna. I just can't refer to Fool's Gold, you know? Second Son is different. Second Son, we're good. Where did I put it? Where's my boy Luna? No, I can't find him. Oh wait, I have him as my background. Give me one sec. I just have to minimize all of my tabs and then show my display. Give me one sec. There we go. This is Phantom Thief Luna. His power is guns. That's... He has the power to shoot pew-pew guns. And steal stuff. God, he had a fucking high bluff score. There we go. Will Mayuri really die on the 15th? Foxy Furry also looks epic. Damn straight. No, it was funny. Because in Second Son, Dingo played a Drider Druid named Lesia. And Avery played a Corgi Knight named Milo. So I was like, oh, are we doing like a furry campaign? Sure, I'll make a furry. And they're like, no, you don't have to. And I'm like, no, you guys made these characters, I got it now. So I made my Kitsune Phantom Thief, and he is my favorite character that I've ever played in D&D. The first one, Peps. Second, S-U-N. Dingo lives for the cliffhanger, pain, injury, say that. Yeah. Well... oh, man. It feels like everyone in the Fool's Gold crew kind of leans that way. Everyone kind of has their own version of it. Their own flavor, as you will. Thought you were using historical heroes, but your characters sound awesome? Oh, thanks, Romy. Yeah, I mean, you know, it depends. Because I'm still writing the different worlds that you're going to be going into. So I could be using historical heroes at some point. I would love to go into the pantheons and just figure them out. Like, God, having like Susanoo or Chernobog would be a fun one. Yeah, we'll see. I might take inspiration from mythology for some of the worlds, just because it's good reference material. Rasputin? Oh, man. Yeah, so, like, the king listens to this, like, sex wizard, but we're pretty sure he's a level 4 commoner. Well, we try to kill him, but he doesn't die. Maybe there is no pattern, and it's just in my head. What I want more than anything is for that never to happen. What happens to Mayuri on this world line? I mustn't let my guard down. Not until the IBN Go Senhyaku is back in my possession. No, don't hesitate. Hesitation could lead to an irreparable mistake. I don't want to see Mayuri die again, to see that light fade from her eyes. All I can do is assume the worst. Retrieving the IBN Go Senhyaku is the only sure way to prevent her death. I need to time leap now. I can always time leap later. I don't want to sacrifice anyone else. I know it's pointless, but I wanted to believe. Maybe nothing happens in this world line. A foolish dream, perhaps, but still. Nothing happens on the 14th. So far, so good. The problem is tomorrow. The time is 7:30 p.m. Komima started today, so Mayuri's been there and... God, Ariake since this morning. For a second you thought I said sax wizard instead of sex wizard? Imagine a ska playing bar. Yo, I'd love to play a ska bard. Either way, they both be skanking damn straight. I told Daru not to come to the lab today, but to keep an eye on Mayuri instead. So even if Moeka's group shows up here, they have a low chance of killing Mayuri. Will the Rounders come on this world line? We'll soon find out. A bard who dropped out of college? Oh man. I mean, like, with different genres, you can have a whole bunch of different bards. Like, God, a grunge bard would be so fun to play. "6:45 p.m. The door isn't kicked open. Instead..."
もしもし、誰か
Idle Bard? Damn straight. I actually played one of those. We did a private campaign with Dag and the Fool's Gold crew. And I played a character named Belial, who was basically like a K-pop idol bard. He was really fun to play. I'd love to bring him back for something. Maybe Belial will come back and stream Sakai. That sounds like it sounds like Daru is not doing great. Warforged that plays himself like a xylophone? Yo, that would be super fun. Or like a Warforged that's a one-man band.
おい、どうした？誰？
Like they can flip up their wrist and they have a trombone in there.
ごめん。変な奴らにマユシ連れてかれ。
Just made that one Skullgirls character. Big band, yeah. When they get hit, it's just a new tone to play with. There you go. Oh, man.
奴ら狙いは僕だったみたいだけど、僕逃げて、でも代わりにマユシが、どうしよう、オカリン。
It sounds like we need to time leap right now. It's the Rounders. They kidnapped her. And they probably killed her. I grind my teeth in frustration. It didn't work. I still haven't averted Mayuri's death. I'm still unable to avert Mayuri's tragic fate.
お前たちにはマユリは殺させない。
And so, once more, I send my memories to the past. Drop your weapon, bud. Quick, pick it up! That would be such a fun scene. Where, like, someone throws a grenade at the protagonist, but they're a new soldier and they don't know how long it takes for a grenade to blow up. So he walks up and says, like, "Oh, looks like you dropped your weapon, buddy. Here, catch." I might use that, actually. I'm writing a series around a scenario that I wrote. So give me one sec. Enemy throws grenades. Hero picks it up. You dropped your weapon, buddy. Kinda need that to fight me. Here. There we go. Got a flashback to death from Puss in Boots. Something with the sister? An unpleasant sound pierces my ears. My vision ripples. My flesh and my soul momentarily feel separate. Now I have my answer. Mayuri's death is still fixed. Just as in my heart I knew it would be. The change merely delayed it by another 24 hours. I need to cancel Lukako's D-mail. I sit down in the pipe chair and try to come up with a plan. Nothing. I'd run the simulations in my head, but all to no avail. No matter how many different scenarios I came up with, telling Lukako the truth had a 120 chance of making her burst into tears. Damn. Looks like I have no choice but to ask Kurisu. Who is Lukako again? Lukako is the Shrine Maiden. She's the one who was a guy and then sent a message and became a girl. The one with the really gross cutscene that made us hate our main character. I still haven't watched Puss in Boots, by the way. I need to get on that. I wish I had time to see it in theaters, but I never got the chance. Been working on a ska Arakakra bard? Yo! Ariscocra? Gotta get your group back together because you have to play it? Damn straight. That sounds fantastic. Romy with the Nani reaction. Yeah, I still haven't watched it. What streaming is it going to be on? Watch party, please? I would love to watch Puss in Boots with everyone. Cineplex, Apple TV, Google Play Movies, Amazon Video. Ooh, let's see. We might actually be able to do a proper watch party. Give me one sec. Prime Video. Oh, I have to spend money. That sucks. I thought I could watch just my regular Prime Video, but doesn't look like we can do an actual watch party. You'll have to book that because time zones. Do I have Peacock? No. I don't think we get Peacock in Canada. Hey, Alpaca. Aw. Well, I mean, nothing says that we can't watch it on the Discord. I just have to be sneaky about it. Do you plan on doing a Steins Gate watch party after you're finished? That's not a bad idea. What we could do is watch like the newest episode of Kamen Rider, and then watch an episode of Steins Gate. I'll keep that on the back burner, Peps. But yeah, I think doing a Puss in Boots watch party would be a good idea. I just have to figure out how to get it. Where to stream? Yeah, it costs $24.99 to buy it on Prime Video, so I may as well buy the Blu-ray. Because how much is the Blu-ray? Yeah, so I can either get the digital copy for $24.99, or I can get the physical Blu-ray for $24.99. And it comes with the DVD. Ah, gross. For some reason, like, the version of the Blu-ray that doesn't come with the DVD is twice the price. Oh, I can get a 4K DVD for even cheaper. Oh, but it doesn't come with the DVD. It's simple. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. She's a girl, so she could understand how Lukiko feels.
ずいぶん深刻そうね。
It is serious.
実は今難問に直面している。
I have a feeling
かなり
that
デリケートな問題だ。
I'm gonna start a prediction. I don't have a lot of time because I have to end on time so I can have a shower before I go on stage. But I will start a prediction. Alright. You got 30 seconds. Will Kurisu hit Okabe? Yeah, and he deserves it? No, but he deserves it. Okay.
デリケート？およそあんたとは正反対のベクトル上にある
Just ordered sushi. It's too hot in your house to cook? Oof. I get you, buddy. I don't have air conditioning. And my windows only open in the top third. So it gets toasty in here. And I can't stream with my fan on, so a lot of times in the summer, I have to open my window and hope that the street noise isn't too loud. You shall have jalapeno and feta pizza in your honor. Ah, that's a good idea, Trom.
というわけで、助手のことを見込んで相談したい。女子だけに。
I feel like that's supposed to be an assistant pun. I think that deserves an Otterto, doesn't it? The Aristocra is going to be a former member of the Flighty Flighty Bird Tones. Hell yeah. I'm going to give this an Otterto. Oops. There we go.
誰馬そもそも女子だけにってどういう意味
You had snow earlier in the week? Dang! You have AC, but your mom won't let us use it because it makes the basement... Oh, that is a good reason to not use AC. Jeez! I give her the rundown, including how many times I've time-leaped and what happened with Suzuha and Ferris. There are two different voices, but one did some songs too. Ooh! This time, she believes me more readily than I expected.
漆原さんは実は男さっぱり想像がつかない
She needs to get fixed. Heat is a trigger. Mine too, Alpaca! We boiled mine down to heat and stress, which is why, luckily, mine are easy to manage. East Coast Canada is crazy with snow sometimes. I have seen the pictures. I have seen the roads where there are just walls of snow.
だが事実だ。事実だった。
つまりちょっと待って。彼女が実は橋田みたいな外見だったとか。
What?
そういうこと。
What? What information do you have, Kurisu, that would say that Rukiko looked like Daru? What?
これはひどい。
絶対ありえない。あんな可愛らしい子が男だったなんて私は認めない。
Connecting a hose to the air conditioner outside would help. Heat, stress, and your cycle. Oof. That's an extra layer of hell. I've seen Snowmageddon back a few years ago in St. John's. Yeah.
待て待て。突っ走るな。俺は一言もルカ子みたいないかにも男だったとは言ってない。
You know, you're safe on this stream. We talk about real shit sometimes on this stream, so I have a feeling that if you need to vent, right? Besides, you know, I have epilepsy too. So on the epilepsy front, I can understand where you're coming from. On the cycle front, I can only go with what I've been told.
Mushiro, 見た目はあのままだったのだ。男だった時から中性的というか、女性ホルモン分泌過多としか思えなかった。
As a result, I didn't even notice when Lukiko became a girl at first and made a fatal mistake.
見た目はあのままなら許す。
Yep. What?
で、あんたは彼女に男に戻ってほしいと。
そうでなければ、マユリは助からない。
マユリの命と漆原さんの性別か。どっ
Like,
ち
think
も
we're all
突
friends
拍子が
here
な
to
さ
a
すぎ
degree
て
and all? Yeah.
さっぱり実感が湧かないけど。
It's interesting, because, like, I don't know what to call your relationship to me as a streamer. Because, like, I inject a lot of me into this stream. Good night, Romy. Have a great sleep. And thank you so much for joining. I apologize that I haven't been able to watch you stream recently. But know that sometimes I try to lurk. But yeah, it's interesting, because, you know, I do have friend groups. And I don't know if I would equate this exactly to the relationship I have with them. It's something different and, like, completely valid in a different way, right? Mayuri's life is tough, because, like, I'm invested in all of you. And you're all invested in me, but it's a different vibe. You know? I don't know what to call it. It's like being friends, but different. Because we're all sort of here for each other. And what I foster in this stream is a lot different than, like, a viewer-audience relationship. It's got vestiges of that, but it's a different vibe, you know? And I don't know how that would translate into a bigger stream. Because there would be a lot of different people to keep track of. But, I think we could retain this vibe with the stream growing. You know? It's interesting. You've only had 2 seizures in the past month when you normally have 2 a week. That's a huge improvement. Holy shit. That's exciting. Understand there is a parasocial line, but sometimes it feels nice when streamers actually enjoy chatting, whether on stream or just Discord or playing with their community. Absolutely. Like, I don't know. It's an outlet for me. Because the reason I started streaming was because I couldn't play video games with friends, and I figured other people couldn't either. So I pointed the camera at my couch and, you know, we played video games like that. So, I don't know. It feels different than the other communities that I've been in. And hopefully we can keep this vibe going.
Antaの中で会は出てるわけね。
無論だ。ルカ子には男に戻ってもらう。
ある意味で残酷な仕打ちかも。
そこでなるべく
You love this stream? Oh, I'm glad that you do.
どうしようと
My biggest goal as an entertainer is to have a positive impact on people. You know, if you interact with something that I've helped create and you come out of it feeling better than you did before, or like you're excited for it throughout the week, or I do anything to positively impact your life, that is the reason I wanted to get into entertainment. To just be a positive impact on people's lives. Whether it's escapism, or venting, or just, you know, having a good time. You know, I just want to do good for people.
自分のこれまでの迂闊な行動を呪いたい気分だ。D メールをいろんな人間に使わせるべきではなかった。
Yeah, we are out of the honeymoon period for D-mails right now. Now we have to clean stuff up. This is my punishment. I must shoulder the pain of everyone who used a D-mail. Suzuha, Ferris, and now Lukako.
これまでのことを悔やんでても何も始まらない。あんたの相談に対する私の回答は一つ、漆原さんには何も言わない。
どういうことだ？
話を聞く限りだと、漆原さんについてはあんたにアドバンテージがある。つまり過去に送った D メールの内容を知っているっていうアドバンテージだから、わざわざ彼女、いや彼、元彼わざわざ漆原さんに事情を告げなくても D メールを取り消すための D メールは用意できる。
ルカ子を装って18年前のルカ子の母親へとメールを送れということか。
どうせ世界線が変わればその事実は全てなかったことになる。この際倫理とかデリカシーとかは無視しても問題にはならない。
The end justifies the means, huh?
だが問題が一つある。俺はルカ子の母親のポケベル番号を知らない。
はあ？あんたバカじゃないの？なんでメモっとかないわけ？
That eye twitch is an entire vibe.
その時はこんなことになるとは思わなかったのだ。
As a level of frustration, I understand.
お母さんのポケベル番号担当直入に聞き出せば。
Think up a good.
適当に考えて。
Hey, Lukako, let's play a game. Okay. Truth or dare? Truth? Okay. What was your mom's pager number back in the 90s? No, you can't pick dare now. You have to answer truthfully. No, thanks for the drown, Bandicoot.
警戒される気がする。
How fast can you infuriate your friends?
何ビビってんのよ。いつもの無駄に存
I
在
don't
の
know.
浮かびらしくない
I've
な。
studied Meisner technique. I can infuriate people really easily. Vain and arrogant. That was uncalled for. I don't have time to be hoing Kyoma now.
そんなの口から出まかせで何とかするのよ。それにほら、彼女って騙されやすそうな性格だし。って言ってて自己嫌悪になりそう。私ってひどい女だ。
It's a good thing Daru isn't here to say that again.
単刀直入にありのままを話すべきなのかもしれない。下手に小細工を浪するより
I will not
真
be
実を
testing
告げ
this
る方が
there. Good
まだ
idea.
誠意がある
Good call.
ように見える。
マッドサイエンティストが誠意とか笑っちゃうわね。洗脳してやる、ふわっはっはっはとか言い出した方が似合ってる。
I'm being serious, damn it.
俺はルカ子の痛みも背負う。
Leaves the fridge open
そう
again.
しなければならないのだ。最終的に D メールを取り消したとき、ルカ子
Gonna
が女
dignify
だ
that
ったこ
with her response.
となかったことになる。
Oh, thank you for hanging out with us. I have no idea what that Hangul character says though. So give me one sec. Anod? Unfortunately, Oops. There we go. Thank you so much for following. I hope you enjoy the streams. Yeah, I'll just button pushers here.
故に俺が背負わなければならない。
だったら私に相談する必要なんてない。今すぐ彼女のところに行って私にしたように説明すればいい。
そうだな。
That's my only choice. But I have to go be an actor now. So thank you everyone for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I am going to be in a play tonight and every night until Sunday. So, you know, streams are going to be a bit weird. Reference the schedule for when they'll be. I will say, mid-typo. Watch Party says Thursday on the graphic, but it is on Friday. And on Sunday, we're going to be playing Ace Attorney versus Professor Layton with the crew. After that, I mean, I'm going to be looking for work. So once I get work, the schedule is going to change again. Yeah, it's going to be a rough time. But that is my life. I'll send you over to Octopimp. If you don't know who Octopimp is, I believe they were a YouTuber for a while, but I know them as the voice of Axel in Guilty Gear. So give them a big old shark attack, and I will catch you later. Bye! Oh wait, I forgot. I have to do the prediction outcome. There you go. Yeah, the raid was canceled. I had to do the outcome. Okay, now bye. Give Octopimp Pickle Shark Tack. He was the voice of Axel in Guilty Gear Strive, and I'll catch you later. Bye.